Hey everyone, Faithful Otaku here, and I'm proud to present my very first product review. Behold the NYXI Warrior Controller. If you grew up with a GameCube like me, then prepare yourselves for a nice blast from the past. Okay, let's look at what NYXI packs inside the Warrior box. First of all, we have a quick start manual, which will be handy for teaching us the button remap and turbo shortcuts functionality. Next, we have the controller itself, which is wrapped nicely inside foam. And as you can see, the controller has a very premium feel, and the buttons are very clicky and responsive. We're also given a little social media handout encouraging us to check out NYXI's social media and other products. After that, we have a GameCube port dongle, which allows us to connect our controller to an actual GameCube console, or Wii console, or even the Wii U if you have the GameCube adapter for the Wii U. Next, we have two USB-C cables, a short one and a long one. Next, we have a few accessories that allow us to customize our controller to our liking. As you can see, we have a yellow spare stick cap, two purple octagonal rings, and an additional back paddle to give us more customization options. The design of this controller is very comfortable, and the back of the controller also has two switches that allow you to shorten the left and right trigger presses for quick and precise responses during your games. Now, let's compare the NYXI Warrior controller to other controllers on the market. First, we have the PlayStation 5 DualSense controller. As you can see, the NYXI Warrior controller is very similar in size to the PlayStation 5 controller, and even the triggers are similar to the PlayStation 5 controller as well. Though, overall, I do prefer the feel of the NYXI Warrior controller, reason being because of the customization options and the large action button. Next, I'll compare it to the Xbox One Elite controller. I've had this controller for years, and though it does feel more comfortable than the NYXI Warrior controller by comparison, I had to throw down $150 for this controller, so you get what you pay for. Next, I will compare this to the Switch Pro controller. Again, both controllers are very similar in size, though I feel that the NYXI Warrior controller has a much better grip, and it also is built with Hall effect joysticks, so it is immune to stick drift, unlike the Pro controller, which mine personally already suffers from stick drift. Lastly, I'll compare the NYXI Warrior controller to the Joy-Con grip controller, and I gotta say, the NYXI Warrior controller has the Joy-Con grip controller beat in just about every area, from price all the way to comfort. The NYXI Warrior controller is much more comfortable to hold than the Joy-Con grip controller. And again, unlike the Joy-Con grip controller, the NYXI controller has Hall effect joysticks, so you do not have to worry about any stick drift with this controller. Finally, I'll now give you guys a glimpse of how it performs in real games. Starting with Smash Bros, the octagonal gate lets me snap cleanly to the 8 cardinal directions, so dash dancing and tilt attacks feel effortless. Because the sticks are Hall effect, I can leave the controller idle for minutes and the cursor never drifts. Huge peace of mind for tournaments or late night grind sessions. Moving over to Mario Kart, I switched to motion controls and treated the Warrior like a tiny steering wheel. There's virtually zero delay between a tilt and the on-screen turn. It even auto-centers quickly when you leave the pad, which stops those accidental drifts on straightaways. For 3D platforming, that giant A button is a lifesaver. Long jump chains feel almost rhythmic, and the micro switch face buttons give a crisp click, so I always know an input has registered. The slightly concave B button sits low enough that my thumb rolls from A to B without losing its grip in Mario 64. Side-scrollers like Sonic Mania really showcase the D-pad. It's firm but not mushy, and the diagonals register cleanly. No accidental up inputs when I'm spamming the spin dash. I also mapped turbo to the paddle for rapid spin dash charging. My thumb finally gets a break. In The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, gyro aiming for arrows feels silky, though keep in mind the triggers aren't magnetic mouse click style. They have a soft travel with a fast stop halfway, which is still plenty quick for bullet time archery. Lastly, I tested Metroid Prime Remastered. The inputs feel so snappy, and the clicky buttons are great when you're circle strapping bosses or going for a quick switching beam with the back paddle. For even better results, you should play this game in wired mode to get that 250Hz polling rate, though personally I prefer wireless, purely for the comfort and ease of use.
So at the end of the day, do I believe that the NYXI Warrior controller is a worthy purchase? Absolutely. For less than what you would pay for a pair of Joy-Con controllers, you get a controller with gyro controls, a nostalgic design, and customizable buttons. Again, the only downside is the fact that there's no NFC reader and clicky triggers. But if that's not an issue for you, then this purchase would be a no-brainer. And if you use the affiliate link in the description below, you'll get this controller for 10% off. So again, this is my first video review of the product. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it this far, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I hope you all have a way past blessed day.
Hey everyone, I'm finally back after my channel was terminated due to false copyright strikes. Thank you for your patience and support. Unfortunately, it happened right when I was launching my fantasy novel and online store. Now that the channel is restored, I'm taking new video requests exclusively from those who buy something at my store and leave an honest review, and sign up for my email list via the online store chatbot. If finances are tight, I'll be posting a waitlist for a free digital copy of my book. All I ask is an honest review on Amazon and sign up for my email list. This offer stands until I reach 50 Amazon reviews. Thanks again and God bless.